Hello. Can everyone hear me? Hello. I had to run off because I realized I was not plugged into the Wi-Fi router for fun reasons. There's a mattress on my stairs. Don't question it. Anyway, hello. It seems like folks can hear me. Hello. Let's move this. Hello, Mother Gaption, Caffeine, Billy, Agidine, Swisher. Huge fan. Thanks for all your hard work. Oh, thank you. Dennis, my high school level Spanish says something about the time of work. I think trabajo is work. I learned so much. Hello, Artemis, Jeff, Christian, Lobsoul. Hello, everyone. Spirit, Cedric. Hello. We have lots of folks here today. Probably because Silent Hill Transmission's happening tonight. Not for another hour, but the PlayStation State of Play is in like 10 minutes. And I figured, well, we could just hang out and watch that as the pre-show for the real show. And then I was also like, I've literally just been trying to spend time for the last like 3 hours because I can't think about anything else. So I finally was like, time to just turn on the live stream. I've not been around for the last week or so because it was an amazement. I could just actually, I don't know why I have that screen up. Hello. Animazement's the big anime convention in my hometown, which I've been going to since 2008. It was my first convention. It really means a lot to me. I end up seeing like friends from high school there every year. It's kind of like a reunion of sorts, so it's very big. I spent a whole week working on costumes and, just all kinds of stuff. So I was really worn out this week. I did manage to finally finish that video I'd been working on, but that's why I've not been around. But I did get cute stuff. I got books, of course. This is just one of them. The Contract Between a Spectre and a Servant. If you like your gay people to be horror-themed and eat human beings, I thoroughly enjoyed. Very good. Warning for some essay in terms of the main love interest is not a human and doesn't think like humans, and there's a close call where the human's like, well, man, this ain't how humans do. But it's super good. I enjoyed it. And I also got A Lily Blooms in Another World, which is more like soft Yuri in a fantasy setting. Very cute. I've read those two so far, but I bought tons more books, of course. Art. There was a lovely booth this year that actually had a lot of freaking horror. Haunting Ground. I mean, it's hard to see a little bit with the glare. I need to go through my business cards and find them because they make so much good horror stuff. They made a Henry. They had all the protagonists from the first 4 Silent Hills and a bunch of Pyramid Head and Robbie the Rabbit and nurses. I actually found from a different booth stickers of Volteal and Pyramid Head and Incubus from the first game. Like, I saw multiple Pyramid Head Silent Hill merch this year that wasn't just Pyramid Head and wasn't just nurses. I was amazed. The same booth that did the Haunting Ground and the Henry had a Fatal Frame. You know I had to pick this shit up. Oh, and this one's not from this year, but I might as well show it while I'm showing horror-themed. This was from Animazement 3 years ago? My Dracula, my mans. Yeah, so good year for horror at the Animazement. Very excited. Once I have the time, I need to go through and put some people on blast and share the stuff, because it's just great horror stuff that I know you all love. And then, of course, I also have my Fire Emblems, my Edelgard, and Shen Qing Cho from Scum Villain. The one video I've done that's not on horror that has been massively successful. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of that little video. And I got some cute stickers. I got this cute artist that did a bunch of like kitty cat stickers. I got a kitty eating a takoyaki. Takoyaki? Is that it? Takoyaki? And the same person did kitty in a sushi. The other stickers are from last year. There's Cloud on a Chocobo in a dress. I love it. I get so much cool stuff from Animazement. Like, year to year, I just have a collection of, like, oh, that's the stuff from Animazement 2013, you know? Like, God, it's one of the only conventions I still go to routinely. I've been to many others. Ichiban, Dragon Con, Anime Weekend Atlanta, lots in Georgia and North Carolina. But on hard years, like the last few years, Animazement's probably been the only one I've been to. For one, COVID. But then also, like, after COVID, you know, who had money. So Animazement's been the only one I've been to, and well, no, that's a lie, because last year my aunt paid for me to go to Dragon Con. It was my 30th birthday present. She bought me and my friend tickets to Dragon Con, which was cool. That was my second time going, third time. Hello, people. Welcome. Talking anime conventions. I got Post-it notes with Kirby on them. They're super cute. I love them. I got Sid as a standee. I'm really sad because the next day I went back to that. I was looking for the same booth thinking, I should have bought Vincent to go with Sid, and I couldn't find him. I couldn't find the booth. I don't know if I was just blind as hell or the artist had, sold out, whatever. I couldn't find Vincent, so now I just have my Sid, but that's okay. Maybe next year. A lot of artists do the same cons so you kind of build up relationships, which is funny because I dress as Yuna from Final Fantasy X every year, and there's an artist that goes to the convention and every year is one of the only ones that sells Final Fantasy X merch, and she keeps adding things, and this year she added some prints and a couple stickers, and I was like, lady, I own all of your stuff. I buy it every year. She recognized my Yuna when I came by the next day. It was like, it's used. It was really fun. And there was an artist who had Art Nouveau Final Fantasy, which is a style I really enjoy, and I actually have a poster of Muka in my room, and I was admiring the art, and they saw me dressed as Yuna, and they were like, I actually have one of Yuna, but not enough to sell, so I didn't put the print out, but I have the one for display, and she showed it to me, and I was like, can I have this? And she let me buy it. It was so exciting. How's health been? Much better. Since the taking iron twice a day and being on it now if I was really sick in March and I went to the doctor, it's been at least 2 months since I've been on the treatment, and I feel so much better. I still sweat when I walk around the Walmarts. Grocery shopping is still exercise, but I don't pass out from standing up. So improvement. I'm doing much, much better. Part 2 of Final Fantasy VII Remake. So I don't own it yet life and money, and games are so expensive now. Every time I think about it, I'm like, eee! So I want to finish and play a lot more horror games because it's been so long since we've streamed, and I have so many I want to finish. I've still not finished Amnesia Bunker. I want to do that. I want to we need to finish the Saint Maker from the other day. We finally finished Fatal Frame 4, but we need to do 5. My thinking is maybe end of summer I'll finally give in. I do own Crisis Core, the remake, and I never finished playing the original, but I loved it. When they got to the part where Sephiroth says we're going to Nibelheim, I said nope, and I noped out of there. So I did not finish it. So I might stream that beforehand. I don't know, we'll see. But for now, I'm going to focus on doing horror, getting back into it. I'm glad folks seem to have enjoyed the most recent Fatal Frame video. I'm sorry, I'm a child, and I'm just keep batting at these things I have dangling off my desk. The video's doing very well, which is good since I've not really been posting routinely. That can hurt, YouTube is like a rock rolling downhill. It gains speed as you keep going, but if you stop pushing that rock, it slows down. So I'm glad this video is doing well. May have also been helped by the fact that a much larger channel posted a Fatal Frame video on the same day. Thanks. So that helped. Oh, you just finished it this weekend. It's a very fun game. It's kind of like 10-2 to me, where it's fun, it's a cool concept. Maybe it doesn't really jive entirely with the mood and the source material of the original, but it's a standalone product. It's fun. It's good. I enjoy it. The gacked self-insert OC is kind of ridiculous, but also I love that they did that. Let me pull up and see. Yeah, nothing's happening yet. Let's see. Transmission is at 6. And okay, this one starts in 2 minutes, so I might as well just switch over. Let me see if my audio is working. Not that we want to hear the audio, since it's immediately gonna knock the stream out, or I don't know. It'll probably be fine. I need to go over here. There we go. It won't let me make video big. I don't know why. I guess you have to wait until it goes live, whatever. I have a beer. I never drink, but I don't know. My mom asked for a beer, and I was like, it's Silent Hill night. Let's do it. I'm a lightweight. I've never finished an entire beer. And that will still not happen today. Oh goodness, thank you, Pablo. That reminds me, I need to have the other window up because it shows me stuff better. Here we go. The YouTube video actually colors all the notifications so you can see them, and XSplit doesn't. Would love to hear the thoughts on Okami. And yeah, I've been told a lot. Okami's one of those that people are like, you need to play that because, like, your knowledge intersection. I have it on Switch. It's another of those things where it's like, I just haven't yet. I really want to. It's on the list. We're slowly, surely working through the list. Right now, Saint Maker, obviously, we're gonna finish that. And then I guess I really need to just, like, look at what I haven't played and haven't streamed. I know Fatal Frame 5's on there. I know more Final Fantasy 7's on there. But, like, prioritizing what we want to do and when, especially as I start to get healthier and have more free time. I want to get back to book readings. I've said that for, like, years, but, like, that's one of the things where it's hard to do when you're sick. Because it's so much talking. It's more talking even than this is talking. And this is hard enough when you don't feel well. Because the thing, you don't put it together with anemia, but anemia is your body doesn't have enough oxygen. So you can't breathe. So you're always out of breath. So talking is hard. So I want to do book readings again and talk about books and make more videos about books. I made the one and then have never, well, Ringu. Ringu is a book. I always think of it as a movie first, but it was in fact a book. So I've done 3 Vampire Hunter D. There we go. I've done a couple on books. I do need to play more Okami. I had a friend well, still my friend, I just went and saw in Boone recently, who loved Okami when we were kids. They had it on GameCube. Goodness, Pablo, thank you. You're always very kind. And Carlos as well is donating. Oh no, I misread. Pablo was the old notification, and Carlos has just donated. Thank you so much, both of you. Have I read any Ryuk? I have not. It's on my radar because of Silent Hill. That reminds me, another thing on the list is the rest of the Deathmark series, which I noticed because of Silent Hill F. I think that's like the same team or something or the artist. I think the artist is involved. Deathmark is a visual novel we played a while back. I loved it! NG, I have. It's also good. That is on the list to play very soon. And then Deathmark 2 came out recently, like out of nowhere. Like I knew it was out in Japan and I was waiting for it and was so excited, and I had just not heard anything. And then like 2 weeks ago, it was just like, yep, it's out. Oh! Okay, I think audio's good on your side. Internet, good? Yes. Okay. Yeah, Battle Royale is an amazing book. I am the read the book, not seen the film person, which is crazy because I did a whole video on it. My goodness, like, I mean, kind of. It was about Clock Tower 3, but it was about the director of Battle Royale, who also directed Clock Tower 3. Kind of amazing. I really loved that video and that character. Oh, thank you. Salute from your favorite Argentine president. Thank you so much. I don't know if that's a reference to something I've mentioned in the past, but it made me giggle. Hey, Akatsuki. I think my headphones are too loud. I don't really care for your loud PlayStation music. You're just the pre-show. You're just the show before the show while we wait for the show. Recommend you start with Higanbana. Oh, yeah, I can make this big now. I'm sorry, did you really go from a timer to a timer? I'm sorry, did you just have a countdown to your countdown? What? What? Okay, well, yeah. Those are on my list to play, the Yumaneko and stuff. Shows before the shows. Okay, so this is State of Play. It's the PlayStation show, not the Silent Hill transmission, which is I think it's like an hour from now. But I figured, you know, all I was going to be able to do is think about Silent Hill anyway, so we're just going to hang out and wait for Silent Hill.
Head of product at PlayStation Studios and head of PlayStation Productions. PlayStation Studios.
Why am I hearing it twice? Am I hearing it through? Are y'all hearing it twice, or is that just me?
Newest members of the PlayStation This team brings together some of the most talented developers. This team brings together some of the most incredible pedigree in the online multiplayer space. We announced their first game, Concord, last year, and today they're revealing gameplay captured in-engine on PS5. But first, here's an extended vignette introducing some of the cool characters you'll find in the Concord Galaxy. Enjoy.
Well, I don't know. I mean, that fixed it, I guess, but I don't know why it was playing twice. Okay, that was weird. I don't know why that happened. That was really weird. The video's muted, and I don't see it playing anywhere else. I am drinking Angry Orchard hard cider. I only like fruity drinks. Okay, I have no idea what this is, but there's a cute robot. And a guy with reptile skin. And an anime girl. Is this some kind of a... Okay, I don't know what this is. Withering Rooms. I've seen and heard a lot about that lately. It looks like Clock Tower, sorta. I watched somebody stream some of it. I'll have to put it on my to-do list. It seems like it's pretty decent.
How much longer for the upload?
Okay, all the audio is off. I don't know what. I don't know. Hopefully this is not something that will happen with Silent Hill, or I'll be able to fix it ahead of time.
Trust me, we're professionals.
This is giving me, like, Guardians of the Galaxy vibes for some reason. I don't know what this is.
Not the plan.
Technically, it was a plan. It just wasn't the same plan.
Lizard Man and Human Girl, is this Doro?
We will.
I still haven't read that.
I'll be waiting.
I've not read House of Leaves, but I have had a very long, intense conversation with my cousin about House of Leaves, so it's like I read it, kind of. It's one of those I just haven't gotten around to yet. I've mostly been reading, like, Japanese and Chinese stuff lately. It's just been what I've found at the bookstore or at the convention, as I was saying a moment ago. Is House of Leaves good? From everyone that I've talked to, it seems like it's really good, and it's right up my alley, and it's a very good, weird horror novel. Hard to explain. It's definitely on my radar. Yeah, I have no idea what this is supposed to be or why I should care about it. It's just like weird aliens with pretty, like, I don't know, pretty graphics shooting. Good for them. It's gonna be some kind of battle royale, isn't it? Or something.
You're still mad at me?
I don't care about this or any of these people. But it's definitely, like, it's gonna be a battle royale, isn't it? I sense it. This just has all the vibes of a genericness, you know? Nothing, well, not nothing, but like so much of what comes out nowadays is so bland because it is trying so hard to be super realistic, I guess very kind of, in the terms of realistic, very, I don't know, just stylized in a sense of not actually having a style, but like looking sci-fi or looking fantasy. And so because of that, nothing actually looks interesting or like it has its own style. And then you look at games like Final Fantasy VII where they clearly have cultivated the original anime look of the series while also giving it some fresh realism, but not too much. It's amazing and it looks beautiful and not like generic garbage. And then, you know, of course, like, there's other even more stylized games that I'm sure folks could think of that just look amazing. And then there's this that, I mean, it looks fine, I guess. Like, it looks like a game. I couldn't pick it out from a lineup of a million other games about aliens.
Or something.
I knew this was gonna work.
It's totally gonna be a battle royale.
This wasn't the one we started.
Yeah, it looks like knockoff of Star Wars by way of Guardians of the Galaxy. That's what it just looks like. They just churned a bunch of content into a fucking blender, and this got chewed up and spit out, and it's gonna be a battle pass, battle royale, pay you win garbage junk.
Our next job is somewhere.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 16 did look Final Fantasy by way of Game of Thrones. I am not. That game is definitely suffered. I'm not gonna say it's a bad game. I haven't played it, so I can't, but like, it did not attract me. I was not interested in it. And then my cousin, talking to him about it, it was like, yeah, sounds like I dodged a bullet, because it's not that great. Whereas like
is a
7 and
5v5
7 remake and 7
first-person
rebirth
shooter
look
set
so
in the
amazing and
sci-fi
so
universe
good,
of the Concord
and
Galaxy.
I loved
In
the first
Concord,
one,
from
and
the
it's so
moment
fun
you
and
log
unique
on,
and
you are
weird,
part
and
of
I
the crew
just
of the
I'm
North
really
Star,
excited to jump
a
into
group
it
of
again.
guns for hire known in our galaxy as free gunners. Free gunners are those lucky enough to be free to roam the stars. They take high-stake jobs on worlds across wild space, where they face other fiercely competitive free gunner crews. Here's the very first look at the
Crews.
gameplay of
It's
Concord.
totally gonna be crews of free gunners fighting each other, right? Is this all gonna be just this knockoff game? Can't wait to see me play Rebirth. I'm excited. I'm very excited. I mean, as much as I say, I know I'm not playing it yet, but it's just like I have other things I want to like get done. It's like that's fun, and I have work I need to do. You know, like I just know I will lose my life to it when I start playing it. So I need to finish a lot of other things and work on some videos, work on some horror games, and not get lost for like 3 months in Final Fantasy VII. I know you say do the DLC first. I don't know.
Why not?
I'm almost tempted to just replay the first game, but then that would be even longer. We'll see. I'll wait until I feel like my channel is back to being regularly updated and I'm streaming and like work life is some kind of normalcy for me. Which feels like it's finally coming along now that health is getting better, convention and trips are out of the way. My Boom trip was fun. I never posted any pictures. I should. Yeah, it just looks like a freaking, it's a shooter with unique looking characters. It's just, yeah, it's like, it's Overwatch. It's just trying to be, everybody's just trying to get that same success and ignoring the reason it was successful in the first place, because it was a unique, interesting looking, fun experience. And none of these are unique, interesting looking, or fun, because now it's been done! It's no longer unique or interesting! Yeah, I know it's stuff that comes up in the DLC, comes up in Rebirth. I'm not saying I won't play it, it's just, I have a long history of doing things backwards. You know? I saw Advent Children before I played Final Fantasy VII. I played Kingdom Hearts 2 before I played Chain of Memories. I do everything backwards. Everyone's trying to copy Overwatch after Overwatch 2 killed Overwatch. Yeah. It's just called Concord?
Crew is gathering. Would you like to join
That's
us?
such a boring, dull, weird name.
We lean on the
Concord?
strengths and background of our team to make
And
a
everything
tight,
looks so
well-balanced
dull.
FPS that feels great to play. We focused a ton of our attention and
Yeah,
our
games
tech
take
on
so
building
long to
a
make.
strong
Yeah, that
gameplay
too. Like,
foundation of tight core movement,
people were talking about that on
precise
Twitter
visceral
too. Like,
shooting,
they're
and
chasing
expressive
so much graphic fidelity that like it takes 10 years to make a game.
Even strategy games.
And then the most popular, like, best-selling games in the world are Stardew Valley, Minecraft, like, Roblox. Like, these games that look like ass on purpose. Like, do you guys not get it? It doesn't have to look like a real human eyeball for me to want to play it. In fact, actually, that's not that important to my experience of a game. I've never quite cared too much about the fidelity of the eyeball.
Or multiple respawns across a match. There are healing pads,
Advent Children rules. Advent Children was my introduction to Final Fantasy VII, so it has a very, very fond place in my heart. I need to watch the Japanese version, because I've never done that, and I feel like it would be interesting.
We've got everything from mystics,
This will take like
medics,
20. Yeah, it's gonna be
gunswingers,
so
and spark
huge.
robots.
It's so,
Every character
yeah.
brings their own unique
Oh, select
personality,
Free Gunner. Yeah, it's
and wide
totally
range
gonna
of
be
perspectives to the
multiplayer
crew.
something,
Every
right?
week, when you
Have they
log into
said? I
Concord,
wasn't listening.
you'll be
Team voice
welcomed
chat.
with
Yeah,
a
it's an
new
online
cinematic vignette that
multiplayer.
will give you a chance to see our characters off the job. They will feature ongoing narrative arcs that grow the characters.
No one cares. Your
and
shit is
unpack the
boring.
broader
It looks
Concord
boring. It
galaxy.
is boring.
Why are you kissing a tchotchke?
We're excited to share that we'll be hosting a pre-launch beta
Like, it
in
just
July,
doesn't.
followed by
Remember when
Concord's
Mass
global
Effect like
launch
had its own
on August
unique
23rd,
style, and you could look at it and recognize it was Mass Effect? But then all these new futuristic games look so realism. I just, unless the main character has a look, it's so hard to pick them out from what game they're from. Or like a unique setting, like Red Dead is cowboy game, so it's like, I know that's cowboy game. Yeah, even all the character designs look like every other game, like none of them look that interesting. Yeah. Yeah, Helldivers is apparently, like, I've seen people play, it's super fun and way more interesting, and it actually, like, has unique
like
elements to it. I don't know, like, I've not played it, but...
person.
Hello, God of War. I mean, somebody will be interested. I'm not. I watched a friend play it, but it's just not my thing. Yeah. Silent Hill's all that matters. Yeah, we're just waiting for that to come, which will be in another, like, hour. I've not played Alan Wake 2 yet. I am very behind on this year's games. Hellblade 2 just came out, and I loved Hellblade. Still not playing that one yet. Eventually. Games are just too expensive to keep up with buying all the new ones, especially when I still have a, like, you know, a backlog of 1 million games to play. Okay, I have my microphone in front of me, and I didn't see the dogs at first, and I thought they were just, like, on a jet ski. Love the earlier God of War games. It was more like Devil May Cry. That's fair. I kind of like the narrative change. I think that's really interesting and neat, like the story stuff they've been doing with Dad Kratos. But I do get, you know, missing the older style. I loved the older Devil May Cries. I still like the new one, but definitely different feeling. Ragnarok? Didn't that already come out? Ah, that's why it's coming to PC. Yeah, Alan Wake's really cool. I definitely want to play Alan Wake on stream. I don't know that we ever finished an Alan Wake stream. Anime boy? Vaguely? Just pretty boy, really. Samurais? Samurais in warrior armor samuraiing? Dynasty warriors?
And the people must turn to thievery for food.
I don't know what this is. Dynasty warriors? Was I right?
Heaven's way of lamenting the state of the land. Men are
It looks
powerless
very,
to defeat the
fight with an army thing.
But even so,
He looks cool. He looks like my kind of man. Yeah, this is some kind of a Muso. Okay, I don't know what happened there, but I think it's back. It's back now. It says Omega Force, which does Dynasty Warriors. Oh, so maybe Dynasty Warriors. Didn't that series start sucking for a long time? This looks decent. I don't know. I know nothing. Oh, maybe it's doing again. Maybe again it is doing things. Yeah, transmission doesn't start for like 45 minutes. This is the state of play. Cute animes. Kitty kitty. Oh, that's a cute little creature.
Are you ready for
I think I vaguely... Yeah, this is that, like, magical girl something. I remember seeing the trailer for this way long back. It's cute. I don't know if I'd play it. I don't know what it is. It's like an exploration game or something, if I remember right. It's cute. I like little kitty. I'm always a fan of little kitties. Forgot to show you guys. Where did it go? Oh. One of the things I bought at my anime convention was a little version of Batman. Look, it looks like my kitty. And I took a picture. I've been meaning to post to Twitter of Batman sitting next to Batman, and it's the cutest thing in the world. She looks so surprised and, like, stunned that there is another version of her. Yeah, this is cute. It is cute. It has a cute art style. It's like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, it's that thing. Like, it's stuck in my brain because it looks unique. It has an aesthetic. It has a style. It has, like, it knows what it is and what it's doing. It's pretty girl doll dress up puzzle game. And, like, that works. I remember this game. I've already forgotten what that other game was. I don't even know what that was. I know. Everybody says that about my Batman, but listen. It looks like a Batman, it has the black mask, and it's super cute, and she doesn't know that Batman's a man. And Batman is an adorable name for a cat. Gender-wise, who cares? Is this the same game? No, this is something else. What this?
For their grace, but all that came were inferior shades.
I feel like, I don't know, if I knew... I'm just thinking off the top of my brain here, but I feel like part of the reason I'm really drawn to a lot of Japanese games, and maybe other folks are too, Japanese media is really genre heavy. Like, you see that with, like, there's genres aimed at specific age groups and genders and romance interests and style, like, you know, they very specifically market everything to genres, but that means you can get really niche with the genres and, like, this is a game for so-and-so, and we're just gonna make that. And it feels like a lot of their games kind of have that, like, genre feeling of, like, we know who we're marketing to, and we're gonna go hardcore into that. For, like, Western games, it feels like nowadays, it's like, we're marketing to everyone, so it has to be super generic, super kind of appeal to anybody and everybody, and has no flavor and no soul. And I feel like that's why I really like a lot of Japanese stuff better. Not because they're always good, but, like, they usually have an idea that they try to stick to. Maybe it doesn't always work, but it feels like they're more unique looking and more... They have more soul because they're actually, like, allowed to try and kind of make weird shit sometimes. Not always. I mean, obviously, Final Fantasy 16 is proof that they are... Big companies anywhere are susceptible to that problem. You know?
I thought I could be a hero and break the curse.
It has to look like something that already exists and is popular. I don't know that that's entirely true, because, like, you can find a lot of things that are unique. It's just that we get a lot of the plethora of the copying, you know, of the copy of copy of copy. Like, only the popular stuff. Except not recently, we've been getting a lot more of the weird niche stuff too. But very, very slowly. Nope, you've not missed Silent Hill if you're coming.
The power of our God is immeasurable.
But yeah, that's the other side of that kind of idea, that the genre-fied thing. It definitely has an issue of, like, if you don't fit in a genre or a niche, that's another problem. So yeah, that's definitely the dark side of it. But for me personally, I think I have definitely liked more Japanese stuff than Western stuff lately. Save for horror, obviously, like Alan Wake, Hellblade, those are two of my favorites. I don't know what the hell that thing is, but interesting. Oh, it's a VR game, so I'll never play it. Having a specific focus rather than a broad one seems to be better for most creatives. Yeah, I feel like you have to have an idea. That's not just, I don't know. Like, I feel like you work from a spark, and that spark of creation kind of drives what you're looking for and how you design it. And a lot of these projects aren't working from a spark, they're working from a sales plan. Like, this is how much money we want to make, now make something. And it's like, you can't create something beautiful and meaningful from that. It's just not gonna work. Is this Dead Space? Oh no, it's Alien, hey! Oh yeah, no, there's been good Western games lately. I just feel like most of the, like, big Western companies have sucked ass.
I'm back on State of
Like,
Play
most of the
to
big,
introduce
like,
more
Assassin's
exciting
Creed hasn't been
coming
fun or
soon.
interesting in years,
Starting
and that
with
used to be
highly
one of my
anticipated
favorite
PvP
Western
shooter,
games. I
playable
loved
soon
the
on
first
PS5.
one. Trying to think of other ones, like Dragon Age has really gone down the shitter to me. Mass Effect has gone down the shitter. I haven't enjoyed Mass Effect since 2, and Dragon Age, I don't know why she's muted. I'm so sorry, lady. But Dragon Age, I enjoyed 3, but it clearly lost some of its spirit. I think 1 and 2 were better, and 3 started to kind of struggle. Unfortunately, a lot of the, like, big property companies have really sucked lately, but, like, indie space and smaller teams and stuff have killed it. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that have come out lately that have just kicked ass. No, Silent Hill has not happened yet, gang. You're good. Silent Hill isn't until, like, oh, good, so it's a Marvel multiplayer beat-em-up. Of course. Of course it is. It's Marvel Watch. Oh, y'all can't hear audio anymore? Can you not hear audio? Because I can still hear it.
I'm back.
Nope, now the audio's doubled. Can y'all hear the audio? Please let me know. Okay, y'all can hear it. Okay, okay. Yeah, this... Even the... Feel the wrath of... Like, that's so just... Voice line... yeah, this is just garbage. They don't know how to do anything. We're in the era of just copying and copying. Like, I've been working on a video on Signalis. And Signalis is... It just... Like, the point of the video I want to make on Signalis really hit me, thinking about AI and the dangers of what happens when you isolate what is unique and interesting and what is human about something, and you rip it from the human. You rip the humanness from the human, and then you copy it. And then you copy it. And then you copy it. And how each copy is incapable of completely capturing that humanness, and it degrades, and the world degrades, and the people degrade, and memories degrade, and eventually what are you left with but this blotchy, ruined wreck of humanness. That's all AI is. That's all games in the mainstream are now, is movies. Sony's talking about using AI to make their movies now. It's like, what happens when everything is a copy of a copy? It's nothing. You've sucked everything out of it. It's not going to, like, you're not gonna, it is a dead end. It is a dead end. It has a limited life, and that life is already reaching its limit because people don't like the things AI makes. Maybe you can fool some grandmas with some Facebook ads, but you are not going to be able to make people pay to go to an AI movie. They are not going to do it. It's obvious trash. You can already see it with Google's, like, search AI and how it's telling people to, like, cook with gasoline and give their babies cigarettes. Like, it's nasty and stupid, and it's doomed to fail, but until it fails, we're all going to get to sit here and just fucking suffer. Why does it feel like everything since 2020 has been a garbage fire?
Let's make this one trip.
Yeah, it'll die eventually. It's just, while it dies, it's going to cause a lot of pain and suffering in the arts and in jobs and just everything. Yeah, AI is wrecking Google search, which Google search had already wrecked itself. I haven't found it useful in years because it prioritizes advertising over everything else. You can't find anything useful. YouTube's the same way, because if I search, like, over the weekend, I was saying earlier, I went to Animazement, this anime convention in my town, and out of curiosity, I thought it'd be neat to see what past years were like. So I searched Animazement, and the first two videos were Animazement, and then it was just other anime conventions, but the videos were popular. So obviously, they must be what I want, because they're about anime conventions and they're popular. They're not about Animazement, but that's irrelevant. Doesn't matter that that was my search term. You know, it's all replaceable, obviously. It's like, search engines are garbage. It's all garbage. No, AI would not reduce the cost of making games. That's like saying, 3D printing would reduce the cost of cooking dinner. I'm not gonna eat a 3D printed hamburger. That's not food. Like, it's just, look at anything made by AI. It's not good. It's not. And it only looks good on the surface because you are filling in and assuming certain things as a viewer, and the untrained eye and the person that doesn't have experience working with art professionally isn't going to see the problems. But there's been even examples of folks talking about how their company tried to hire AI artists and they couldn't work with them because the AI artists didn't know how to take feedback. They couldn't edit their work. Like, if they sent in a picture from a prompt and the company said, oh, well, we want it to look this way, they can't go in there and redraw and edit and they can't work that way because they're not artists. They're just typing prompts into a thing that steals artwork. And so it's all a dead end. You're never going to be able to create with this because it's not a creative tool. It's not. AI needs to be implemented in ways that it assists artists, like the way that it, you know, Photoshop uses some AI tools for certain things and for filling in things, and like that's what we need. But because that's not useful to corporations that are like, you know, trying to cut out artists and advertise, you know, photographers and whatever. Anyway. Druckmann said the use of AI could help devs be more creative. Apparently, that conversation was taken out of context, and Druckmann and the whatever, they made him take that article down, because that article is no longer online. Yeah, it's the tech bro delusion. Every problem could be solved with the right code. That's the problem, is the idea that, like you can't... Art... Like I said, good art comes from that spark, that, like, human feeling of something like you have an interest you're into, or, like, Hellsing. The guy drew porn of, like, nuns and, like, violent erotica, and he just really liked drawing that, and he ended up drawing Hellsing, this super violent, super erotic vampire masterpiece, and never would have done that if he didn't just have this, like, human horniness for violence.
I'm kind of lost.
A robot doesn't have that, and you can feed a robot all the art of...
Stay away.
I thought there might be something.
There's something
Angela!
wrong with it?
Is it dangerous?
Maybe.
I thought there might be something in the state of play.
I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not.
Yeah.
I'm going either way.
I like his dad look.
You shouldn't be here.
Oh, the clock! Oh, man. That looks kind of new. Oh, man. The covered up layers. Oh. Ooh, I like the black inky looking one.
I'll be good, I promise. Tell him
Oh, her
I'll
voice
be
actor
good,
makes me
please.
really oh, that's sad. Oh, that hurts. And those are the guys that hang underground. Oh, man.
No. Please.
They're really showing a lot of Angela. She looks her actual age. Yeah, I like it. She looks she looks younger. Oh, that's cool. Did it have like a vibrating kind of a move to it?
Capcom announced this next game last December, offering just a glimpse of what's in store for their...
Whoa!
So excited.
Whoa!
Monster Hunter World.
Oh! Oh! Woo! Oh my god. Okay, what age is she meant to be? She's supposed to be like, I think she was originally written to be like 16, 17, and then her voice actress just, you know, was like a older woman and had a older sounding voice, so they adjusted her physical look a little, and she doesn't quite look like a teenager. I think she still passes for a teenager, but like, I do kind of like that she has more fat on, like she looks younger. Oh man. No, Capcom is for this game. This is Monster Hunter.
Incredible.
Oh my god. I was hoping there would be a release date, and I was like, October is perfect. We're leading into October. It gives them a couple months to advertise. It's horror month. Hell yeah. And that's a year from last Halloween or something, right? Like, when did they do the first transmission? Anyway, I'm gonna have to definitely look back at that, but nothing in that made me upset, spaghetti. Obviously, folks that are upset about the action portions are still gonna be upset about that, but it looked very true to the original game. The Otherworld looked very similar. The clock from the puzzle. Angela, I liked Angela's voice acting. It was very weird seeing that cutscene and like, it's so different, but like, it's that cutscene. I don't know. That is definitely, it's gonna feel different. It's gonna feel different. Man. Yeah, I hope my PC can run it so bad. I'm so glad I invested in a PS5 this year. My expensive think about it. That's all I ever played on it, so there you go. I guess that's always been that. the AI sounding voice acting. I don't think that's fair. That sounded like human beings. AI sounding sounds so much worse. Yeah. Like, obviously, we've still only seen bits and pieces, and I'll reserve my full opinion, but I've not seen anything that, like, makes me want to run for the hills. Yeah, Silent Hill F. Apparently, supposedly, this Silent Hill transmission's like 40 minutes long. What the hell is it? Like, I want to know. I'm gonna guess a lot of it's about the movie, I would assume. I can't imagine 40 minutes of game stuff. Like, what would they have? I guess probably a decent amount of Silent Hill 2 stuff. The movie is also about Silent Hill 2, so probably a decent amount of that. A little bit of merch tied into Silent Hill 2, and maybe, like, a trailer from something else. I don't know. By the trailer, if the graphics look off. It's hard to judge. It's all been like,